Hello everyone, welcome back. We're here for the race. We're not going to get time to put on no racing line, I'm going to assume. But I'm going to do it anyway. And we've just had about enough time. There aren't too many people in the lobby, but there are enough. And I think Igor and Frantic can race themselves up front. So I will continue to try and learn no line. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Alright. Fully done. Turn up that audio so I can hear my engine nice and loud. And then we'll get going. We are driving the Alpine for this first race in Austria here. And we've got to go to another few circuits, of course. With keeping with the theme, we've got to go to Zandvoort. It would be silly not to go to Zandvoort. Alright. Sorry for the silence. Let's get it. Let's see what we can do. 5 laps of Austria is on its way. And we should hopefully know a line around this circuit more or less. It's not going to be easy, and we're not going to be competing with Frantic and Eagle, who have both had a race distance here this game, and they happen to have fought each other, I believe. No, never mind, they didn't. There's 2 separate races, but they both had decent pace. Here we go, good luck. We're not going to have the ability to go for the move there. I'm going to stay away. Try and leave space for the Aston. Keep looking up ahead though. Just in case you don't know what these guys are going to be doing. That's my bad, to be honest. I wasn't quite sure what was going on. I mean, ultimately, if he didn't move as much as he did, then it'd have probably been different. That was close. They broke rather early. You got Igor here, who's going to send it on the inside of the Mercedes and get the job done. We're going to try and take the opportunity as well. Which we do. Oh, that was lucky. Right, now we're P6. There's a ghost car up ahead. These two are trying to take each other out. They've got to be very cautious. Yep, they're trying to take everyone out. Oh, that is a shame.
Okay, clear.
Stay ahead for now, but we miss our braking point. Regardless, we get a good enough corner, a bit of a lift. Probably shouldn't have lifted, lost some downforce because of it. Frantic has dropped back, but not dropped back, escaped. Igor has dropped back, that's what I meant to say. But they aren't too far away. Somehow we've got a faster lap. 3.1 seconds, but the ability to catch that around this circuit is going to be virtually impossible. Also, with no line, I never seem to be able to do that corner right. I'm always very far under the limit. Yo! That wasn't good. Neither was that, to be honest. Very clumsy of myself, and now we've got a dirty Williams driver alongside, unless it wasn't the Williams and it was another driver, but I believe it was the Williams driving a bit silly. Although there might have been two Williams, I'm not sure. Anyway, two drivers are no longer in this race. I'm all over the place. 4 seconds, 2 seconds to the Aston ahead. We'll see what we can do, but yeah, unfortunately we did just give away an easy position there. I didn't want to go for that overtake, but I was just saving battery left, right and centre. Maybe they're on the wrong setup, I'm not sure. I was expecting a tap around. I was able to react to it. They've tried to hit me again, but didn't work this time. Can I get the DRS on the next straight? I'm going to have to use a bit of battery if I want to hold it. Not the amount of curb that I wanted to use, but it's the map that I'm going to get. Everyone's in an interesting position. Up front fighting. I want to go for a move here on the Aston. See if I can maybe go for a move on the Racing Bull. It's the rear instead. Just gonna push it.
Okay, the incident's been cleared. Let's get back up to
On
racing
the Racing
speed.
Bull, but unfortunately they've taken us out.
Okay, we've been given a time
Luckily,
penalty. It will go against our
the
finishing time
Williams
at the end of
has
the race. Get your head down and let's get it done.
left already, but yeah, I think the Racing Bull is probably going to waste their time and not leave immediately, which they should do. But oh well. Could have been a P2 on a couple of occasions. We did a good recovery after a very silly mistake. Ultimately, it didn't come to fruition and we have to take those L's. But GG. Alright, on to the next one. Frantic takes the win. Look at the standings. Sorry for the frame drops this stream. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Luckily, the Racing Bull has left, so we're all good there. But Frantic with a lovely fastest lap as well. So, brother was cooking. Alright, that's the one. Frantic leads the championship. Was that Team Frantic, was it? Team Frantic turned up to the race there to help you out. Team Frantic also seems to be my loose rear end, without that sounding weird. My wheel spin. There you go, that sounds better. Alright. I don't know what team we should go for here. Let's go for the McLaren. Try McLaren. As we go to the Dutch Grand Prix, Zandvoort, coming up this weekend. Free practice tomorrow. Gonna be a good one. Gonna be a good one. It's gonna be an interesting one more than a good one, I think. Very interesting. Who's gonna be the fastest? Dunno. But yeah, time will tell. And will Max Verstappen be able to keep the 100% win streak there of recent times? It would be impressive. It would be impressive. Alright. Let's move on to the next race. And once again, forgotten to, well, not forgotten to save a setup, but we've done these lobbies on Tuesday already. So I could have saved the setup from last time and then gone on it again, but I didn't, unfortunately. We're going to have to try and go off this anyway. Ooh, it looks like it's going to be raining, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up a setup, make a few changes, as I would anyway. And then I'm going to we're going to wait and see until it's going to be, we're going to wait until, wow, we're going to wait and see until we get to the race to see if it is actually raining, because it should be. 82% chance of rain, although it's got sunny marks on the screen. It's probably going to be raining. So we'll make more setup changes then. The downside is that I won't know where to brake. I mean, it looks like I don't know where to brake even in the dry. I do, but just not as well. Anyway, we continue. I always mess that braking point up. I know where to brake, and I just never do it. And that one as well. It's very deceiving from my side, at least. I wish that opening was wider. I wish the circuit was a straight line. It would make it so much easier. Right. Pretty horrendous lap. We had spins. We had a few bins. Frantic takes the win. Pole, I mean, not the win, the lead. And we go into the next race. We go into the race. It's going to be probably a wet one. Do I put my line on? No, I can't wimp out just because it's raining. Alright. Let's see what we can do. It is, but it's only inters. Okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna leave that as it is. I'm gonna do that. Just in case. I'm then going to do that, that. This is all probably really bad ideas. 54 might be too low, but we'll give it a shot. Good luck. Here we go. Waiting for Igor to do those last minute setup changes. Well, actually, no, the setup already was done, just loading. Here we go, good luck. Got very interesting conditions. Once again, very light rain, but it's still enough for inters, but it's just very grippy, but slippy at the same time. Like what we had at Japan last week, or last stream. So the circuit is still very fast. It kind of makes it quite fun, to be honest. But the downside is that I have no idea where I'm going or braking. I don't know if I'm braking earlier or not, or just trying to modulate the pedals differently. I mean, it would be earlier, but not... I don't know if it's going to be by much at all because of the grip levels. Bit twitchy there with no line. I don't know where I'm going. Now, the top two are rightfully in place as the jump start has gone into the pit lane. Oh, that's close. We've got the Red Bull catching up behind, although we don't have the other Red Bull ahead, so now we might be able to travel a little bit faster as a 3. I feel you, Eagle. It's slippy. It's really slippy. Should have put it into second gear, would have had a bit more power and not so much torque. Didn't. It is what it is. Struggling that final corner, I usually do, but just more so now. The grip is very difficult. The rotation you get can be quite a lot.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Eagle's gone over the curb. Seems to be able to find the braking points, at least according to Eagle, but not on the traction. I feel like once I get in front of Eagle though, these braking point advantages can end up being not so much, because I no longer have a car ahead in to use as a slight braking reference. But yeah, once again, just traction is the big thing here, and I'm trying to figure out what lines to take, the best traction to get, and I'm not really doing it. Up 3 out of 5, still got a bit of time. Eagle going to be challenging Frantic into the first corner. Frantic moves back to the outside line, thinking that Eagle won't be close enough.
Green flag.
I catch up a bit. Eagle goes on the grass. Hopefully I can catch up at turn 7 here. Down to 5th gear we are. Didn't end up catching. Eagle's got hang of the corner over the last few laps. I have to use a bit of energy to catch up if I want to be in this battle. No, they're going to be using a lot of energy. I've used some, but Frantic seems to have the advantage here. And there's no DRS to help us out in the straights. So if you save that battery, you'll be good to go. Kind of regretting not doing 50-50 wings. Don't think I have that plantedness. Frantic's made a big mistake. Eagle goes through. It's very close between them. This is for the lead of the race on the final lap. Frantic's trying to get there. We're going to use some battery. No, we won't. We'll save. Because it looks like these guys are going to be still going very closely side by side. Eagle drops backwards. That's a smart idea though. It's not like DRS is available. It's just going to be an ERS dump, but Frantic might have enough. Eagle in the slipstream. And it's gonna go Frantic's way. Zandvoort being very, very close again in the lobbies. GG indeed. The top 3 battle. On Tuesday I won it. This time I finish P3. Igor takes the P2. Frantic gets that P1. So Team Frantic taking 2 wins in a row.
Oh.
Lovely. Hoo-ha. Right. That one's done. That was a good race. A difficult one. One that makes you work very hard. With the grip. Trying to find where to go. But also trying to not make those mistakes when you are in a good position. That's what I struggled with there. I was nice and close behind and then I just made some silly mistakes. But yeah, we got that done. We'll take a podium. Looking at the standings after the second race, we've got Frantic leading the way by 25 points. Igor in P2, and I'm 29 points behind in P3. And then Haas lead the way by 13 points over McLaren, then Ferrari. Which team should we go for next? We'll make a decision in a second. Alright. That one's done. Move on to the next one. According to the general public, after putting a post from the YouTube channel up, who's going to be fastest around Zandvoort, it's very close between Red Bull and McLaren. McLaren are edged ahead by a couple of percent. I think there's about, was it 80 votes? I think. Mercedes are not really that close, and then Ferrari a little bit further behind. I say Ferrari, it is listed as other, but I'm going to assume others aren't really thinking that Ferrari, anyone other than Ferrari are going to be competing at the top. We'll see. We head to Mexico. It does seem to be that a lot of people have just left the lobby because they realise it's Mexico. It is not the most popular circuit, I'll be honest, but it is a circuit that people can have some great racing at. Because we've got less people in the lobby, now I will turn the line off, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that'll be that done. That's not what I wanted to do, that's what I wanted to do instead. we will quickly look at doing something else. Maybe add something different. Let's go to Texas. Go Texas. Then we'll go Hungary. Right. We'll see if we can get a few more people in while the countdown goes. If not, we'll just have a nice good old race. There's someone else in the lobby, but whether they'll be up to pace or not, we will find out in a little while. All right. All right. Looks like we might end up getting going a bit earlier on. No one wants to drive Mexico, so we might as well get the circuit done and dusted. We're gonna go there. I'm sure we can have some good racing. Got someone else in the lobby. Hopefully they can do a good job. And some more. Finally, they all come along. Ready for the Mexican Grand Prix. Now I've got a few more people in the lobby. Maybe some others will join us for quali. The countdown will be getting close to the end though, so we'll probably end it here. Oh, someone's gone, unfortunately. Oh well, they couldn't wait the 5-second countdown. Somebody else did join last second though. Maybe they made it in. They might not make qualifying. They've left immediately. Maybe they can get into the... someone else can get into the race whilst we're doing qualifying. Right now. Right, here we go. Let's get the setup screen. And let's also have a look at the weather. It's going to be dry. That's good. Mexico is a circuit that is an esports track, so it might have some decent setups. We don't have a recent setup, unfortunately. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that as well. 55 brake bias, that's interesting. I think that's a little bit high. Maybe not for the first corner, but later on, I think it definitely will be high. I always make a big mess of that corner. Oh, very end of the limit here. That is a lot of downforce. All right. There we go. Poly done. Eagle just starting at the back. as we do too. Frantic will start up front. And I might make some setup changes. I might, maybe, just about do so. I'll have a quick look. What was it? 14.2. Yeah, I'll make some slight setup changes here. But it's not going to be super straightforward. Do that. And we'll hope that's good. It might not give us the rotation that we need, but we'll make do with it. We'll make do. Good luck, everyone. Here we go. The Mexican Grand Prix. We got a few more people in the lobby. 2 Red Bulls. Not the best start, but we will get a tow. All the way down to the first corner. We use a bit of energy. I left so much space on the inside there. I'm sorry, Eagle, for that. That was very strange of me. I did not mean to do that at all. That's the PlayStation driver. Competing up front with Frantic. Whoop. Whoopsie. We're very slow up front as they go side by side. Eagle wasn't expecting it and just tapped my rear. Or he was mad that I hit him before. We'll take this opportunity of taking a save on the battery. Didn't need to do that. Serves them right, they got karma. Karma is real. Karma is very real.
Okay, DRS is now available.
Eagles right behind us. Might go for a move on Frantic for the lulls. Does mean I've just killed my battery. But we do get in front momentarily. Frantic's not going to go for that move. Now we will probably get re-overtaken by Frantic and Igor as well in a few moments time. That red boy is catching. Or it is one of the Red Bulls, at least. It was the Aston, I think, that was fighting with us before, though. The Eagles switched for Frantic on the little DRS straight.
Green flag.
Frantic obviously didn't want to go for a move on me. Ended up losing to Igor. We're not going to fight this position on battery, we're just going to move to the left and let everything play out. Frantic, are they going to go for the move as well? Doesn't look like it. They're not going to be close enough. Have to try and use a bit of battery to stay ahead of Frantic and stay in P2 in the train. And Eagle's going to switch off the battery for this trusty section of the circuit, which I don't blame them for. We've all got the same idea with the battery. Although I'm not using Zero battery in this section. Just focusing on the driving. Igor has a much better brain capacity than myself. We are going for the move. On the last lap of the race is probably not a move that you want to make, but I wasn't looking and I'd already made the position once I'd overtaken. We'll see if Frantic goes for that move or not, and we will drop down on the battery as said before. It's very wide. So much grip.
The track is clear, green
I'm
flag.
just going to leave my battery off for the entire time here because they're not going to re-overtake me, or they're not going to try overtake me at this part of the circuit. Because DRS kicks in now. Frantic and Igor are going to try and run away. I'm going to just have to take the L here and then try and make a bit of a comeback in a moment or two. We do have an interesting Red Bull up in front of us. Frantic takes the lead. Igor stays in P2, although they made the overtake. Now that lap car does let us go, which is very much appreciated. Whoa! What was that? All of a sudden I just had a massive kick of just severe oversteer. Oh, I've taken him out. I've taken Igor out. That's not fair. That's not fair. Oh, where is he? Oh no, Igor. Igor, no. Oh, I pushed him off. I pushed him off. Oh man. I'm such a bad driver. Oh, I'm sorry. That's another Frantic win. And I took Igor out of a chance of getting a P1. I think they were hoping that they could send it on the inside in the final chicane. I saw that they were using no energy, so I was like, well, I'm not going to be able to get P1. My best position is P2, so I'm going to have to send it now or never. Unfortunately, I made the blunder. Yeah. That, ladies and gentlemen, is not how you overtake, and it's how you win a race. From Frantic's perspective. I do apologise. Right. Anyway, we have our tail between our legs, and we end that race with a championship extension from the Dutchman. We move on to the final two races of the evening, which will be circuits that I've already forgotten. Texas and Hungary to finish off. I think Frantic's probably already won, unless they had a really severe issue of like finishing behind a lot of people. But I'll be honest, the chances of that happening with the lobby size is very, very slim. We'll jump into a new car. We will jump into the Mercedes for this one, and then we'll see what we can do at Texas. All right. Few more people in the lobby, so more opportunities, more punishment if mistakes are made. something that we're gonna have to be aware of. And we can start getting ready for the race, I think. Right. Alright. Circuit of the Americas. Austin. I didn't check the weather. So that's always good. Weather, gonna be dry. See what we can do setup wise. I'm not even gonna change those wings. Oh, actually. I'm gonna do that. I dare. I'm gonna let that be. That's an interesting one. I'll look at that for the race. It is a circuit with a very difficult track surface, which is why the setup is the way it is, it seems. I've managed to absolutely disaster class the exit there. Use a bit of energy, but won't use any more than that. I've not used that inside curve there. Big bit of oversteer. Very tentative on the throttle. But it's a difficult circuit, as I said. I mean, the diff is so high for time trial. Want to get that invalidation in? And we'll cross the line. I think it might be time to get ourselves on a no-line situation here. Would have been pole. Yep, we're gonna try and turn the line off if we get time to. We will. So we'll take our no racing line. And we'll start at the back. Try and get some good practice in. We got a very confused Alpine there. Alright. We'll see what we can do. Frantic starts at the back. Igor starts very near the front. Lots of people in between. I am the fastest DSQ's driver, it seems, unless Frantic set the fastest lap time and the other two set faster lap times than me, I don't know, unless it's just random. I haven't got any confirmation of if the order is just randomized there. Right. Setup wise, I wanted to have a look, didn't I? I'm gonna do that. That's probably a bad idea. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna leave that as it is. And then... Did I change that already? It seemed to work. We'll see. Good luck, everyone. Here we go. The USA Grand Prix is on its way. We've got a car who's going to be going up on the inside. They just left space, but I have so many people to the outside I want to pull to the left so they don't all understeer into me. And it works out quite nicely. We don't make massive moves, but it's a 5-lapper. What do you expect? Yep, well. Oh well. I left some space, I feel, I hope. Oh, sorry, I didn't expect that. I wasn't looking. I wasn't looking for where that McLaren was, that's my fault. Anyway, we're gonna have the Alpine pass us. Or attempt to do so at least. Because I'm just gonna completely miss my braking point. And slow down Frantic in the meantime. I want to let Frantic go. I want to let Frantic go. Frantic, go! Why? Why are you lifting? Frantic, go! Because I don't know where I'm going, I'll be honest with you.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
Seems that the R7 is quite quick. Someone has done the courtesy of taking out all of the marker boards, which really helps our race. Don't know what my teammate's doing here, Frantic, but that's incredible. We've not had the best time, obviously. The McLaren is all over the place. I've just cut the corner massively.
If you continue to
Only
cut
got
corners,
one
the stewards
warning,
are going to give you a
and
penalty. Be
the
careful.
McLaren behind has taken a big chunk out of the side pod of the Red Bull, it seems. But we're all here. The Aston is leading the way though. Don't know who that will be, but Igor is fighting for that lead. I've almost taken out Frantic. Luckily I've got experience in almost taking people out, so I can avoid it. I've also got experience in taking people out as well, so... Now to make it look like an accident. Alright. That was difficult with no line. Could tell that Frantic had a lot more speed. They retired. Okay, that would explain why they're going so slow for that final corner. Bottomed out massively there. Yeah, now I've got an Alpine up in front, but no DRS. Oh, just completely missed the turn then. I don't know how many warnings I'm on, so I don't want to get another one just in case. I also don't know how to brake here. Yeah, so Frantic's done a very good job to get DRS of the Alpine here, but the Alpine does have 12 seconds of time penalties. I'm doing a bit of a crazy job.
I'm afraid you'll
There
be
you
given
go.
a time penalty for that last
I've
incident,
gone and done
mate.
it anyway. Doesn't mean I'm on equal playing field with Frantic. So we can have a nice race, but it does mean that we're probably... Whoa! Probably... I'm all over the place. Gonna lose the position to the Red Bull behind because they don't have a time penalty. And also the McLaren, so we risk losing out to them if we fight too much. Eagle must have had an issue. The Aston leads by a margin now, and Eagle's fighting with the Alpine, although with the Alpine having such a vast amount of time penalties, it's probably not going to be a competition. Need to try and hold on to DRS here. Just about. Car behind does have a 2-second now, which is great, but I have now got no warnings left. So I've got to be incredibly careful. I've been very clumsy, just with a lack of knowledge around this circuit with no line. And it could cost me a position now. Just need Frantic to make sure that they got to move on. Not that they're slowing me down, because they're, to be honest, keeping me in this race, but we need to make sure that we're
Yellow flag.
being as efficient as we can. Disqualified is the Alpine.
Green
Frantic
flag.
lets me go, which is strange. Did they get an illegal overtake, I think? So they've tried to give the position back maybe to the Alpine, but yeah, well, now we don't have DRS. It does mean that maybe the car behind will have DRS. We've just got our final warning. Can't do that again. And I'm not very fast around this part of the circuit, unfortunately. There's a bit of energy here, and hope that they don't get DRS. But they might do so. We've cut the corner and we've got another 2-second time penalty. And we made the mistake that we didn't want to make. Panicked. Once again, just no track knowledge, and we might get overtaken regardless. They've done a very good job. They're doing a bit of showboating into the hairpin as well. Left myself wide open for that. I didn't take it because I, once again, just don't have the ability to do so. GG. GG. They did a very good job. Yeah, I was all over the place there. That's quite an embarrassing race. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, that was an interesting one. I didn't get the best result, really, but it is what it is. P4. Frantic just behind. After whatever issues they had. They just managed to get in front of the McLaren. Igor takes that P2. They do get beaten by the Capybara in the Aston Martin. Standings does close up, but it would be that Igor would have to win, get fastest lap, and Frantic would have to have an absolute stinker and retire the car, which is going to be very, very slim. So, although it's mathematically possible, I think Frantic might have won this evening. Would I be able to get to Igor? It would be incredibly slim as well, but not impossible, but very, very difficult to do so. Constructors, Haas are probably going to win this. Aston Martin, Ferrari can definitely add to this, depending on who joins the lobby next. we'll see how it goes. We'll find out very soon. Right. Final race, the Hungarian GP circuit. I remember one time somebody asked me about the Hungarian GP, and I said, what, the Hungary? They're in Hungary? I completely mixed up the Hungaroring and Hungary, and I just said they're in Hungary. Very posh of me to say it in that way, but I did not mean to say it in that way. We're going to jump into a different car, and we are going to jump into the Williams to finish off this evening. We'll see what we can get done. Right. Double check the weather. All good. No problems. Set up on. We've got a race set up that we can use from previous races that we've done. Not that it's the best in the world, but it's something that we don't need to mess around with because we know it will be good enough. Right. Let's get it. See what we can do. You do a great job there, but very clumsy anyway. It is what it is. Fourth gear, not what I wanted to be in, but it's possible. Third or fourth is possible there, depending on how you take the corner. There's my validation, and there's my Sergio Perez moment. I wanted to take it with a slight lift, and I just turned in way too early. Very silly, but it is what it is. We're just gonna cut the rest of the circuit to make sure we finish as quick as we can and not hold anybody else up, because that was a big spin. And it will mean that we would have lost so much time. I'm gonna have to push to make sure that we're back there. Grantic's going for the win here. Not starting anywhere near the back. They're going to try and win this race to make sure they secure this championship this evening. So they won the first 3 races? Did they? They didn't win last race. They won Mexico. They won Austria. They won... What was the other circuit we did? Zandvoort. They won Zandvoort. So they didn't win in Austin. So if they win this race, they've only missed out on 1 win this evening. They've got 4 out of 5. Which would be very, very impressive. Very impressive. I mean... Obviously, Zingy's a very quick driver, and sometimes he does get targeted at the start of races because people know how far ahead he is, but it's not often that you see 4 out of 5 wins. You thought it was the end of the race. Oh no. Oh really? Is that you? Oh, did you see the car ahead retire? So you thought, oh, it was like an AI taking control and then just let go of the wheel. Oh, that's really annoying. I was wondered why you were slowing down for so long as well. How long did it take you to realise? Right, anyway, I don't expect you to answer that now because we're about to go racing, so we will we'll get ready and we'll be on our way into the first corner. For the final time this evening, the Hungarian Grand Prix is about to be underway. We're in the Williams. No racing line. We're not going to expect the podium without the racing line, of course. It is a circuit that we've got some experience at. So I want to be at least competent, but I will be prone to making mistakes, and I do apologise for that. But anyway, no one cares about the Britishness of saying sorry. Here are the lights. Pretty middle start. Tidy, but not spectacular. Oh, I've got to car to main side and my outside. I'm sorry to the Red Bull. A bit silly. Oh well. Gonna let us go, but we'll go for it. This Red Bull is obviously very quick and doesn't want to mess around. Doesn't have any problems of playing the 5-lapper game either. Which is fair enough. You don't know if others are going to play the 5-lapper game with you or not.
We can now use
I'm not
DRS.
going to fight this
DRS
guy.
now available.
Seems quick, seems aggressive. Not worth it. Although, I've had a very different braking point to them. Oh, I didn't know that they were unghosted. Sorry about that. Yeah, you don't need to try and hit me. Christ.
Okay,
They would have
clear.
broken me into the first corner, so I wasn't worried and then made the move again. It is a McLaren down the order. The Mercedes pauses the game and is ready to go for a move. Don't really understand the shenanigans that going on behind us because it's only slowing us down by going for silly diving moments like that, although I've just completely missed my braking point. Still lead.
Caution, caution.
Oh, well that works. I think the Mercedes tried to take me out but ended up taking the Red Bull out. That's the track limit. Oh well. Not driven the best race of my life here. Mistake from the Mercedes up ahead. They've probably taken a warning to their name, but they stay in the race at least. Lifting there. Didn't need to, but I am. Lots of dynamic braking zones around the circuit. Such a creative circuit to race at. Lots of different lines that can be taken. different purposes. So, made it stick. Oh, Frantic's had a big off.
Green flag.
They come out behind us just about. Hopefully they didn't unghost. Otherwise that could have been horrible. It's another track limit and I can't do that again. It's like 4 to 5. Got one more lap to get that right. I would have much preferred to save that final warning till the fastest lap so I could just use it there. But, oh well. Lance Stroll has joined, that's crazy. Shame that he's late to the party, he's going to miss the race. Saves so much energy around this circuit these days. Very impressive. They were saving battery mid-corner, which is strange. I had to brake as late as I could to see if it would force them into a mistake as well, and it did. We go through, Frantic's going to try and go on the outside. Now they've got the inside line, and they've made the move. We're going to be careful here. And we are a bit too careful, it slows us down. Whee! What's an apex? Just brake as late as I can at that point. Minimise any chance of anyone trying to go for a dive bomb at the last possible moment. And her as well. Turning in super early. I have the gap. Unfortunately we will not be able to get P1. We did get a fastest lap and a great recovery to P2. I think Frantic would have won that race if they did not spin. Eagle takes the P6 of a very close battle with the Mercedes behind. We did what we could. And Lucas Forgetter guy, unfortunately, DNF'd, so they weren't happy with the losing a position to someone learning no line, I guess. Alrighty, GG. That was an entertaining way to finish off the evening. And we move on to the end of the stream. It's been a pleasure. We'll see you tomorrow and Saturday for the league racing at Brazil with a sprint race. We will see you on Tuesday for some more practice lobbies. We might even see you tomorrow for a bit more on Saturday as well. Maybe some more stuff other than the league racing. We'll see. We'll let you know. Alrighty. That one's been done. We'll take a drive of the day as well. Always good to see. Oh, we are on the podium now with Frantic right behind. Shame that Eagle couldn't join us and make it the 1, 2, 3 that we had a few times this evening. But it was great while it lasted. And that is the final results. Standings, the final standings. That is Frantic taking a win with 32 points ahead of Eagle, 34 points ahead of me. I almost managed to do enough to overtake Eagle there in the standings. I didn't deserve it. Mexico took him out. So, yeah, really didn't deserve that one. I'm not going to be too disappointed with that. It was a brilliant battle this evening. Haas, Aston and Ferrari are the leaders. Very close between Aston and Ferrari, but Haas get it by quite a decent margin in the end. Anyway, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.